If a stay-at-home mom tries to convince you that her job is hard, no, it isn't.
So this stay-at-home dad recently went viral online after claiming that being a stay-at-home parent is actually easy. In his video, he basically said stay-at-home moms exaggerate how hard the job is because he does it himself and thinks it is no big deal. But things took a turn when his own teenage daughter stepped in and publicly called him out, saying his version of the story was not exactly the truth. Now, the internet is reacting, and people have a lot to say about it. Let's check out some of the reactions people are posting online.
This stay-at-home dad made an offensive video about stay-at-home moms, and now the backlash is getting messier. After backlash, his daughter commented, "This is my dad, and he said all his kids were 7 years and under. I'm 14, my brothers are 17 and 16, and we have a little brother named Denver, all from him. His kids he mentioned in the video are from his wife Kit, but he has others he doesn't mention. I'm now adopted." People called him out, but instead of owning it, he said women online were exposing his daughter.
My minor 14-year-old daughter's personal social media profile is being exploited all over the internet.
He said she took down her comment and that she was just upset because he didn't include her and her brothers in the video.
My 14-year-old daughter made a comment about me that she did not mean on another creator's post. She was upset and hurt that I was excluding her from my content.
He says his content is controversial and claims he left her out to protect her privacy.
I was doing it for her privacy and protection. I, of course, called my daughter and explained to her that's what I was doing, and she understands. She, of course, took down the comment, but not before a bunch of women who were offended by what I said started pasting her and exposing her all over social media in front of thousands of potential predators.
He says if you want to be angry with him, but leave children out of it.
If you want to be angry at me, please leave children out of it.
But here's the issue. She has now made another video publicly identifying herself as his daughter.
Hey, I'm Daddy Sauce Drip's daughter. I just want to say that I do not support his take on stay-at-home moms.
She admits she felt hurt and left out when he talked about his kids and did not include her. She also claims her dad did not delete her comment. She says she deleted it after he told her she was exploiting her own privacy.
He didn't delete it. I deleted it because I was told that it was exploiting my privacy.
She also says he told her he planned to use money from that video to help bring her to live with him.
He was telling me that he was gonna let me go live with him from the funding from the videos. So that's why he was doing that, I guess.
And now, according to her, she has blocked her dad so he can't contact her or get upset about the new videos she posted.
That's also why I switched all my accounts to private, because I was told to. But I deleted Instagram so my dad can no longer reach out to me or get mad at me for this post. I switched all my accounts back to public because I'm not going to hide because my dad is being controversial on the internet.
So what do you think about all of this? I think he made a big mistake by insulting stay-at-home moms, especially while criticism is growing that he does not have custody of his own daughter, who says she was adopted, and that his other teenage children do not live with him either. Now the backlash seems to be becoming much bigger than he expected.
The clip started spreading across TikTok pretty quickly. In the original video, the dad confidently explains that he handles the house, the kids, and everything else just fine. According to him, people complaining about the difficulty of being a stay-at-home parent are basically overreacting.
This dad has gone viral for all the wrong reasons. His brands are being canceled, his daughter's calling him out, and he's saying that people are exposing his 14-year-old daughter. Well, his daughter makes a video and says, don't make content about me when I don't even live with you. You haven't raised me. You're saying you're this awesome dad. Hexclad comes in and they say, "We hear you guys. Thank you for letting us know. We were not aware of this creator's recent post. This creator's views don't reflect our values or our community, and because of that, we will no longer work with this creator." After he made that video, his daughter said, no, all his kids are not 7 years and under. I'm 14, my brothers are 17 and 16, and we have a little brother named Denver, all from his kids. He mentioned in the video are from his wife, Kit, but he has others that he doesn't mention, and I'm now adopted and don't even live in the same state as him. That's when he makes this post and says, my daughter made that comment because she felt left out. She made another post and she says, no, I did not.
One thing people keep bringing up in the comments is that every household is different. Some parents may genuinely feel like staying home with kids is manageable depending on the situation. But a lot of people online pointed out that parenting usually involves way more work than people realize. Another thing that caught people's attention is how bold the daughter was for speaking up. Some viewers say she deserves credit for being honest, even though it meant contradicting her own dad online. Others are saying the whole situation shows how social media can turn everyday family conversations into viral debates overnight.
Stay-at-home dad chronicles. If a stay-at-home mom tries to convince you that her job is hard, no, it isn't. I'm a stay-at-home dad of 5 children, all 7 years old and under, and my life is a vacation. In addition, my kids are homeschooled, so they're here 24/7. I also do all the man work, all the house and car maintenance, taking out the trash, etc., etc. I'm almost 37 years old, and I've had almost every single job there is. Culinary industry, construction, destruction, white collar, warehouse jobs, delivery jobs. I worked at a poultry plant one time, and my job was to stand there for 10 or 12 hours on an assembly line cutting chicken throats with a poncho on. Do you have any idea how boring that is? Compared to every single one of these jobs, my life now is a vacation. I have a list of things I want to get done that day, and besides that, I get to do whatever the f I want. I don't understand how some of these women have 1, 2, maybe 3 kids, who more often than not have been gone at public school most of the day, chuck their kids like they're cornhole bean bags at their overworked husbands as soon as they walk in the door, or tell them to do shit around the house. What the fuck have you been doing all day, bro? Some men like to do all that when they come home, and that's cool, but you gotta understand when you're...
So you're calling being a stay-at-home parent a vacation while actively filming in a kitchen that looks like a storage unit with a stove. The counter is fucking chaotic. The top of the cabinets is a graveyard for things that you didn't feel like putting away. And somehow this is the example you're using to prove how easy it is. Because if this is your version of I have so much free time, then what you're really showing is things only look easy when your standards are low enough to step over. And I also notice how you frame your experience as universal truth. You say that you've had every job under the sun, so therefore that means that every stay-at-home mom must be exaggerating. But that logic only works if your situation mirrors theirs, and it doesn't. Every household has different children, different temperaments, different routines, different expectations, different financial struggles, and different partners. The fact that you personally find your day manageable doesn't invalidate the people who don't. That just means you're one person with one experience trying to speak for millions. And what really stands out is the entitlement woven through the argument. You're not saying that the job is easy, you're saying women should streamline their day, stop asking for help, and be sexually available at the end of it. Which is not about workload anymore, that's about control. Because the moment you reduce someone else's entire day to whether they've earned your relaxation and your access to their body, that's not describing a relationship, you're describing a hierarchy. And then there's the contradiction. You say you do everything, but yet you're upset about the idea of someone asking for help. If the job is as effortless as you claim, then helping wouldn't be an issue. But here's the kicker. You don't just want the work to be easy, you just want the credit for doing it without being questioned. You want to be the exception that proves everyone else is lazy. The truth is, being a parent is not inherently easy or hard. It all depends on the kids, the expectations, the mental load, the support system, and the invisible planning that doesn't show up in a fucking turkey video. And dismissing other people's exhaustion while casually telling them to leave that man alone and let him crack reduces parenting to a transaction. You did chores, now you owe me. Which is not partnership, that's bargaining. If your life genuinely feels like a vacation, that's great. But the moment you use that to shame others, especially while being surrounded by very visible evidence that you're cutting corners, it stops being advice and starts being projection. Because it's very easy to call something effortless when you're comfortable with the mess. Harder to acknowledge that other people are carrying standards, expectations, and emotional labor that you're not even counting. Very simple.
Once TikTok grabbed hold of the story, the internet basically turned it into a full comment section debate. People are sharing their own parenting experiences, joking about the situation, and some are straight up roasting the dad for what he said. Let's check out a few more reactions people have posted. This whole situation definitely shows how quickly one opinion on social media can turn into a massive online debate. Between the dad's original claim and the daughter calling him out, people everywhere are now arguing about what being a stay-at-home parent is really like. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think being a stay-at-home parent is easy, or is it way harder than people realize? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more viral reactions and trending stories. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.
I also do all the man work, all the house and car maintenance, taking out the trash, etc., etc. I'm almost